Hi, welcome to SBR Sports Picks. I'm Peter Loshak. This is Mike Brenner. This is the MLB Odds Couple Show for Wednesday, May 11th. Mike Brenner, we got day games today. Oof. And yesterday, we both came off a losing day, right? Let's throw up the record, overall record. Your record overall is still awesome.
Yeah, I had 2 run line wins, but I had 4 run line losers. But
yeah, well, and then the Cubs one was looking like a winner until the grand slam late by the Padres. Welcome to Major League Baseball betting. That is completely par for the course.
Nothing you can do about it.
Doesn't even make me blink an eye. That happens every which way, every day. I had big play on the White Sox Texas under.
Oh, that's right. That thing went about 20-something runs, if I'm correct.
Well, I had under 9.5, which, all right, sometimes that happens. Let's get into the card for
it's how you bounce back, Pistol
How
Pete.
you bounce back. I got a bunch of leans I'm looking, mostly like first fives and second halves here. Let's see. The first thing I want to get to is, I don't know, where should we? How many picks do you have overall?
I've got 2 plays today.
2 plays. All right. Yeah, some wacky. All right. Well, the first thing that has a second half play again, the White Sox in Texas. Hamels has been great, right? He's looking like he's about going like 6 or 7 innings though, and Latos is coming way back down to earth. I'm not exactly sure how this is going to turn out in terms of the total or the overall side, but I'm definitely leaning White Sox second half here. And Texas on the first 5 innings is tempting. I'm not going to take it, but it is tempting.
Okay. Well, I like, Hamels is 11-0 in his last.
Is this one of your picks?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
There you go.
I got it on the money line. I took the Rangers. It was minus 130. I don't know if that's still available.
Oh, we can give you Heritage, minus 129.
Hey, I'll take that extra penny, Pistol Pete. There's my shopper. But yeah, like you said, Latos is coming back to earth, and he really is.
Way back there.
All right, he's given up 4 runs in 5 innings in his last 2 games, and I'll tell you what, Texas found some bats last night, Pistol Pete. They uncorked like eight runs in 1 inning in the 7th or 8th. So, yeah, I think they're just going to pick up. And when you get Hamels on the mound, he just breeds that confidence to his fellow players.
No, he's been dealing, absolutely. I'm thinking about taking the White Sox on the second half line, though, because...
That's interesting. You nailed the second half for last night, I noticed,
St.
too,
Louis.
by the way. Good
that
call.
was a nice one.
Yes, it was.
All right, I'll think about that. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll go with... All right, so you're taking Texas on the money line.
Just the money line, full game, Pistol Pete, minus 129.
All right, sounds good. Then another game that I'm thinking about, I discussed this one with Ian Cameron on our opening line show, actually. It's Detroit at Washington. Now, Scherzer is having some issues, right? He's got one of these wind-ups and deliveries that is dominant when it's working, but there's a lot. You feels like it's gonna fall apart at some point, and when it does, there's going to be good betting value bet against it. Now, that might happen 2 years from now or 5 years from now, or whatever. But he is giving up a lot of home runs this year, and Zimmerman has been absolutely dealing. He's had a little bit of velocity loss. Seems like it's almost been better for him.
Yeah, I think
Here
so,
he goes
too.
back, and
there's
Detroit's
a lot of factors in this game.
Yeah,
These are two pitchers that swap teams. All right, they both used to be the ace for each other's ball club. So it's interesting to see how they'll come in. You know that they both want this game very bad. But like you said, Scherzer, sometimes when he gets those issues, it just kind of sticks with him. And I don't know. I'm staying the hell away from that one as far as I can run.
What about Detroit on the first 5 innings? That's not tempting.
Could be, but what Detroit team's going to show up? Now you got a coach.
Which Detroit teams are there? There's the ones with the bad bullpen. That won't matter on the first 5.
No, it won't. But they've been inconsistent with their bats as of late.
For sure.
You. And,
all right. Then another bet. There is one bet that I bet on the overnight line. It's a Philly Atlanta standard bet. I took the under 7.5, and Chacina and Eichhoff, 2 pitchers who aren't necessarily awesome, but they're definitely decent. They have some live arms. The bats in this game, we know what the deal is. I thought if any game was going to go over, it's going to be yesterday. That one went under. 7.5 is a nice total. I bet that on the overnight, and I might give it as a play here. What do you think about that?
I think you've had a good read on both these pitchers this year. You really have. So you're not looking at 2 outstanding offensive teams. So I think that might to put it mildly. So
Mike Brenner, the king of the understatement today. Yeah.
So,
I might give that one as a pick. Then another one that I bet on the overnight also, and then took back about 3/4 of it was the under in Tampa Bay, Seattle.
What the hell did you do that for?
Well, because I got it. This is why. I'll tell you why. I got it under 7.5 at like minus 120, and took like 3/4 of it back at 7 plus on the over at 7 plus 102.
Oh,
so I got a nice hedge there.
Yeah, that's some serious hedging right there.
Yeah, and Archer and Walker. Archer obviously turned a corner, doing well. Walker has been very good all year. He's coming off of a slight neck issue that the reports are that it's okay. Do we expect both these guys to have great games and maybe the under is a good bet, or what do you think?
I don't know. Archer hasn't sold me on the road yet, so we'll see what happens there. But
I started to get visions of Archer having some issues, and 7's a low total, so I wound up taking back.
And yesterday I had done a video with Drew Martin, and he had the under in that game yesterday, and that thing just blew up and went way over. So some bats came alive against some decent pitching between Miley and Smiley. So I don't know, Pistol Pete.
And
That's your call.
I also bet Seattle on the money line at -101. Now it's -114 market wide. So that was a nice bet on mine. All right, you said you have a second pick. What's that?
Yeah, I'm going with Cleveland, and I know this is one yesterday. We talked about it.
Yep,
I think you had
was on
Houston.
the wrong side of that one,
And
baby.
Cleveland, I just felt like something was going to go down, and I think they keep it up today. I think Pfister's been struggling
How the
as of
hell
late.
did you guys know? The Breadman.
Yeah, Breadman nailed that one too.
That one. How the hell did you guys know?
I don't know. It was that feeling, and I was like trying to talk you out of it, but I was like, wait a minute, can't do that. Hell, it might just go south.
You made the appropriate effort, both of you, to try to talk me out of it. I wouldn't listen, and now I'm paying the price. So all right, you're like Cleveland today.
But yeah,
right?
Salazar's on the mound. This guy's the real deal. The only thing that's haunted him is lack of run support. All right? He's got a 1.91 ERA. He's 3-2, and I think they found a little bit of bats, and I think they're just going to bring it again. Brantley's going to be probably out again for Cleveland, but it doesn't concern me because the Astros been up and down anyway, and then when you put Doug Fister into the mix, it could get ugly quick at 4.54 ERA. So I just think that Cleveland puts back-to-back solid days together, and run line is plus 150. Now, if you could shop me a little higher, I'm going on the run line on this one.
It's 150, but then Pinnacle is 153, and Heritage is 155.
I'm going to take it. I'm going to take that 155.
All right, so those are your two picks?
Yeah, well, and I wanted to ask you what the first half run line was on that game because I did not have that available.
On Cleveland?
On Cleveland, yeah, first half.
Plus 115.
Okay, it's plus 115. Then you know
what
what?
do you think?
Yeah, I'm going to do it.
You're
I'm
gonna do it?
I'm going to add that because I like the first half as I'm breaking this down.
That's what I was thinking. That was one of my maybe notes. And then Mike Brenner, you've had no fear taking the Cubs from day one this year, even as a big favorite. And overall, they have cashed. Actually, I believe they're the most profitable team. Oh, they're definitely the most profitable team in May. I'll have to go back and check the season-wide stats. But today we have two opportunities to bet the Cubs, both at -200.
Unbelievable.
Mike Brenner, what do you think? You're not tempted to take either one of them?
I'm staying away from it. And what was it? Colin Ray? He had a hell of a game last time out. That kid damn near had a no-hitter.
You got a feeling that one way or another they might lose one of these games.
They could. I think so. It's tough to win a double header anyway, let alone, I don't know, but I'm staying off of that, but I'll go with the three picks that I have.
All right, well, we got your picks. Now, what do I want to give here? I will give, another one I bet on the overnight, I bet Baltimore. Baltimore, Minnesota's just, they're actually they are the bottom team in ROI in baseball, the worst team. Baltimore's top 5, and I bet them on the full game line, and I think I like them even a little bit more on the second half line, so I'll give Baltimore second half, which would be about -125, and I will give the White Sox second half line. That should be about -120 or so, and then I'll also give, Milwaukee, their bats woke up.
I'm telling you what, they woke up with a passion. Those guys are just tearing the leather off of baseball, Pistol Pete.
Yeah, they're a big underdog today, and I'm tempted to take them.
I'm scared of Minnesota today, though, and I was talking about fading Phil Hughes, but Trevor Plouffe is back in the lineup, and this kid just fucking killed it yesterday.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I was going to take it, and I had to stop.
What, Baltimore, you mean?
Yeah. I was going to take Baltimore, buddy, but I had to pull.
All right, well, I'm on Baltimore second half. I'm going to be on the White Sox second half. Then Pitt, Atlanta on the under. Sure, what the hell? I'll give that. And that's I can take Pinnacle. Well, I have a bet to lose. Sure. Pinnacle has -114 with Philly, Atlanta. Those are three picks. And then, the Detroit first 5 innings. That's tempting, isn't it? Now, I'll stay off that.
I'm staying away from it, but I'm not going to sway you either way. I'm going to let that one be on your.
And then the Cleveland first 5 is also a borderline pick. And then the only other one I was thinking about was Milwaukee on the second half. It's just that sometimes when teams have a big offensive explosion, the next day they come back to a little
lay an egg.
Yeah, and Miami is not really the kind of lineup that I want to be betting against.
Exactly, because that was a fluke loss. Not a fluke loss. It just had to come. They were 14 out of the last 16, so I think they regrouped.
All right, I'll just go with 3 picks. That's Philly, Atlanta under, Baltimore second half, and the White Sox second half. And you got 3 picks as well?
I got 3 picks as well. I'm going with today the Rangers on the money line -129, and my cash 2 tickets with those Cleveland Indians. First half run line was +118, I believe, and the full game run line is +155 at Heritage. So I'm looking to cash 3, Pistol Pete, bounce up and get back, and those winning ways and beating that book's ass.
Actually, I just saw another one. The Pitt Cincinnati second half. I'll give that one as well. Pitt on the second half.
Yeah, they're overdue, that team. That might explode today. So.
Pitt on the second half, and that would be about -1. All right, I got 4 picks. Some days we have like 6, 7, 8 picks each. Today we only have 3 or 4 picks.
Tomorrow we might not have any.
Yeah. Hey, we might not make any more bets for the rest of the rest of our lives. All right, Wednesday, May 11th. That's the card. A lot of day games. We'll be back for tomorrow's card Thursday.
That's right. Have a great day and beat that book.